Alright, dude. Gonna review the trades from yesterday. So I traded S Power and ESPR. Not ESPR when I should have been in there earlier. I'm kind of upset about that. I had actually identified that setup from the night before, and I thought I had an alert set at that level. I clearly did not. So that sideways entry that you were talking about in your email, it was already past it by the time I had looked back at ESPR. So it was too late. So anyway. Also, MBRX was a good trade, and we'll get into that as well. So, S Power was my setup. So, we're the solar tech sector, going sideways for 10 months. Just kind of recent volume in the background. Um, uh, we do have this little UFO to the left that I had to be cognizant of. So, where's the next resistance? This like tiny UFO, but that's from almost a year ago. And recently we had two narrow range days, last day being narrow range inside day, so after this volume run up. So this is the trend trade, so intraday. I entered on this flag, so we have open lower, test down. Here's the pull and the nice controlled pullback, so entered in here. You know, technically this was below the 10 a.m. opening range, so if I have to fucking quit on that, then like, you know, I'll quit. This is the obvious entry here, and I did know, this $10 was kind of that UFO area, so I was just kind of waiting to see how we would test here. So um, once we you know once we tested up so quickly, I was like just holding in case the trend trade, and then we tested back up again later. It's definitely a change of character, so I think I got out somewhere right in here. But definitely, this is not as good. I think the lesson is this is not as good of a trade as ESPR and MBRX. So ESPR, the setup is we're in an uptrending stock, making higher highs and higher lows. Recently, we had some volume come back in, overlap for these 4 days, which totally like obvious setups. This is like doing the homework from the night before, and I thought I fucking had an alert set here. But anyway, trigger is getting above $45 and holding. So intraday, this is that perfect entry that we were talking, or just not perfect, but like an entry right here, pretty sweet. That if I could trade this a million times, this is where I would trade it. Of course, after this, it was like, it was kind of like, where do I need to, my risk reward's kind of like crapping out because the prior all-time high was like 21 cents or something, somewhere in here. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it's probably I missed the good entry, right? I missed the good entry, so I had to wait. So waited until after 12 o'clock, and some volume started to come back in, and so wide range day in ESPR has gone for about $8 to $10, so we'd only gone up about $4. We're sitting, going sideways right underneath the all-time highs. Really not price rejecting, just like kind of dribbling away. So this is like a strong impulse move. So I wanted to get in here more like 80 something cents, but I bought at market just like right at the wrong time. And I see that 48, 45 is the high of that bar. It's literally my fill was the highest fucking point on this little bar right here. So I held it and come back and touched it, and I think I ended up getting out around 3 o'clock, like somewhere like right in here, like 97 or something. But anyway, yeah, the perfect entry is over here. But at least okay, my fucking stock selection, trading trend trades, and then we talked about MBRX. Yeah, this is another fucking example. Like I totally saw this. Obviously, I traded it yesterday. It's definitely on my radar. And then once we got above the prior day's high, setup is coming off a few month base. Fucking really, what's the average volumes like? Like 25 times volume. So that's the setup. And trigger is trading above 23 or 22, 23. And then, there's an entry right here, a little flag right there. That's pretty sick. I saw that once again after the fact. So I have this bad habit of like, once my position's on in like S Power, I was like fucking just staring at it, and so I won't keep on the hunt for like other good things that are going on. But how hard does it have a fucking alert right here? Just let me know like this is okay. It's getting above the prior day's high. Like that's lack of preparation on my end. and that's why I'm missing fucking easy ass trades that I should be in. You know, I did see it kind of somewhere over here, like doing this shit, but it didn't really look like a clean entry to me. You know, obviously it took off later. You know, I don't really call it. Maybe you call this a flag, but it didn't really call this like really solid consolidation. So, like a high level consolidation. So I passed on that entry there. Obviously, got another flag here. Could have entered there. Yeah. Anyway, so MBRX, and you also brought up Omer, so let's look at Omer. So I guess Omer's coming off a long base run up. So that's a setup. Recently, it's kind of like Ewing out. So maybe this is like just trying to gather your thought process is like change of character here, and then just this looks like a counter trend. You say this is a trend trade, so like I just want to understand why you say this is a trend trade. Is it because we were so overextended, and then coming back down? Like anyway, I don't really. If you could just please like let me know like why this is, everything screams uptrend. At this point, before this this wide range bar, I would have said this uptrend's like still intact. So if you could like please educate me why this is a trend trade. I mean, I know once we get below the Friday's low, at least we're outside the past 3 days range, and the short-term trend is down. So I'm getting that, but I thought you wanted me to be trading with the long-term trend. So below 22.25, there's your flag right there. So anyway, just if you could just land the plane on Omer. Like I see what's going on, but is it just the short-term momentum? Is that what we're worried about? I mean, I thought we wanted to be in alignment with everything, or were there just like maybe some signals in the background that I'm missing? But overall, I had a slightly profitable day. Definitely, like as you said, like ESPR is a fucking monster, and this is the can't miss trade for the day with a can't miss entry right here, and somehow I still missed it. So, my slightly profitable day should have been a fucking monster day, and that's the difference. That's the difference between being me and being a good trader right now. So, you want delusional? I ain't fucking delusional. I know I fucking suck right now. So, I got to get better, and it's by following the rules like the Word of God, and by only trading trend trades and not trying to do all some fancy bullshit. So we'll see how it keeps going. Day one in the books.